Hello, everyone. My name is Alex Honchar. I'm CTO and co-founder of Neurons Lab, enterprise AI consulting company. And in this video, I would like to reflect a little bit on the topic that is arising more and more in media, in conversations, both public and private, about return of investment, ROI of generative AI technology. And today I would like to go through several resources to build a map of conversation and then to try to run some specific formulas and specific numbers and to build a realistic case to understand where ROI is actually coming from, how to measure it, and what will be our realistic timeline, realistic volume to actually get it. And let's start with some of the reports that I assume we all are reading about GenAI, adoption, productivity, pioneering. And of course, many respondents are talking about, say, majority already adopted GenAI. It improves the quality of companies' products and services. And when we look about gains in, for example, potential increase in operating margin, they're looking large, up to 20%, 14, 15%, 13, 10 in some industries. So it's looking really, really good. And when we talk about AI adoption, it actually can mean different things. I recommend checking out also this article called AI Spectrum for Founders, where it's outlined 5-level AI spectrum. For example, the first level, you can just use different chatbots or out-of-the-box AI tools just to empower your employees with the tools, and so already it will give you some productivity gains. You can extend your product with a bit more custom-built solution, maybe something cloud-based like from Amazon. You can build your own embedded algorithm with your in-house team or consulting team, or you can make even much more fundamental pivot. You can use AI as the whole product, or you can become even AI-first company like OpenAI, like Anthropic, and many others. And at Neurons Lab, we also see a similar picture. We mainly companies who are coming to us to help, who need help with AI implementation. They're typically on the first 3 levels. Companies who are already use AI as a main product or AI first, they have strong in-house teams. And level 2 and 3 where they need engineering help, and level 1 is where they need more consulting help. And what do we talk about to the customers? I also recommend you checking out this buyer behavior report, and I'll just scroll down to the summary and takeaways because it really reflects the conversations we have with our clients as well. It's about quick win strategy. So as you can see, most of the companies expect quick wins within a couple of months, practically. Security and privacy. And of course, the topic of this video of today's conversation is AI ROI for the C-suite. Of course, also for managers and individual contributors as well. So ROI, basically how to measure it, what are the variables, how to get it. If you start looking for more popular articles, for example, what Forbes publishing is publishing, it's very broad. So of course, they will recommend you some AI projects that can give you a bit faster return of investment. For example, you can see they mentioned AI-enabled chatbots that can improve user satisfaction, decrease costs. Also, they talk about some AI projects with longer time to ROI. But again, for example, you can see recognition systems, decision support, but nothing really specific. Basically, when I read this kind of article, I expect to see numbers, and in this one, unfortunately, I don't. And some concerns about this are rising as well. If you check what VC are talking about, they're raising something what Sequoia calls AI's 600 billion question. So David Kahn published this 1 month ago as a continuation of his previous article, 200 billion question. And basically the point is that in order to return the investments that companies already made on AI, primarily on the computational powers or cloud computing, they are missing 600 billion of revenues. So it means that companies are investing a lot, but in order just to get the investment back, there is a huge gap. And in the article, they're talking about many reasons, and I really recommend you checking it out in depth. But this is the question of missing revenues, missing return of investment. And this is not a new question, and this is not symptomatic only for generative AI. Actually, several years ago, I think it was 2020, I gave a speech on a conference where I actually was talking about mathematics of AI business. And the formula for return of investment actually is not so complicated. Your return is coming from difference between value that you expect to get, basically your savings in time, in money, in volume, whatever you expect from the AI, and basically minus your mistakes and that your system is going to make. So of course we understand that AI doesn't fully replace humans. It's going to make mistakes. It depends on its accuracy. And the basically returns is the difference between the true value of AI, which can be calculated, and the cost of mistake and the accuracy. And even from this formula, you can make a break-even point, depending on the accuracy of your AI model and what is the cost of mistake in your business and what is the value you expect to get. You can get a calculated break-even point for your AI model. And again, I'm not going to stop on this a lot, but we can make a simple case, calculate it, and make a case where the return is present. But also we know that there is something that is a certainty of AI solution and human in the loop. And there is even a little bit more elaborated formula that takes this confidence into account. Because when our AI model is not really confident about its prediction or decision, we still need to have humans in the loop. And when you add this variable into equation, our formula changes, and even the same numbers from the previous formula will be already not profitable for the new one. Those are two basic things. Also, here's the link that you can also recommend you checking out. But this is the basics for the calculations. And it looks good. It looks all right. So you can use this formula. You can get your value. For example, value can be savings in minutes to read some document. And of course, these minutes of time are easily translated into compensation that you pay for the people. Also, there's cost of mistake. Let's say if you need to fix something, it takes 20 minutes. Again, I assume that you already have processes established, have some system to measure it, so you actually know typical document takes 5 minutes, cost of mistake is 20 minutes. These minutes are easily translated into hourly rate of your personnel, and let's say the typical accuracy of a ML model is 80%, 90%, whatever it is. And this model is calculating the results in 1 minute. You just plug it in the formula or the next formula and calculate it. What this formula doesn't really take into account is any additional costs. For example, you still need to hire the AI team. You need to pay for the cloud and computational resources. Basically, this is the famous 600 billion question. So your AI talent, computational resources, some other potential risks. This is typically something what is not mentioned in this kind of formulas. So what I want to demonstrate you as a kind of final point of this conversation. So intermediate point and the recommendation for the ROI, check this article and start plugging in values into this formula. Because based on this, using basic calculus, you can calculate your break-even point. If you need some help, of course, reach out to us. We can help you with the ROI calculation. But the question is, it's not only about ROI of one single prediction. This is nice to have because it gives you kind of a unit economics of your AI case, but unit economics doesn't take into account other CapEx and OpEx. Another article we recommend you to check out, it's about what we do in Neurons Lab as one of our very popular cases is IDP, Intelligent Document Processing for Enterprises. And here we demonstrate a case with an IDP system that also takes into account that there exists human in the loop, because we see realistically, we do not really automate the process, we augment the process with AI. And here we demonstrate a case where we basically use very similar formula. So you can see variables are really related to the slides. It's about how many invoices you process, time needed, manual, cost, how much IDP solution can handle, what is the price for the solution. You see low confidence processing results, again, human in the loop, and what will be the savings. And if you see there are different sections of the documents, and if you calculate the ROI, we can see that in several years, we can return 2.6x. And several years above 2x, in the investment world, it's a decent return. So actually, it looks good. And let's dive even one step deeper, because again, right now it's good that we are talking numbers. We can plug in those numbers in the formula, 3 years, 2 years, etc. But what is the geometry of this return of investment? Because again, it's not just like one jump to the return. It is going to have some curve of return. And again, I'm not going to stop on this for a long time. It's this video has to be short by design. If there will be interest, most probably we'll make another one. But we just want to show you ROI curves from the project we did in Asia, where actually it's interesting market because the labor there is labor cost is not so high. So actually, all kinds of automations are really tricky. They might be even less beneficial than manual work, and this is what we actually encountered there. And that's why ROI calculation is really crucial there. So your ROI curve will actually look something like this. First, you need to invest. And when you invest in building the solution or even the integrating some existing solution, you need to pay to the team, cloud costs, data costs, computational costs, etc. And then you expect to have some ROI. And again, plugging in different values to the formula, different volume of documents, different accuracy of the models, because you actually can improve the accuracy of the model, but then you need to hire a data science team to collect data, label data, retrain the models, test the models. So as you remember, in our ROI formula, unit economics, confidence, and accuracy are important pieces. So improving the accuracy, we can get higher ROI. And when we work on it and use high volume of documents as inputs, we actually can get a nice scenario when by 7 months development, 13 months payoff, we can get nice return of investment. So again, recommend you checking out this article, because here we talk about realistic scenarios where actually the value is acquired over a year or even more. Actually, this is something what you expect to have in a bit more traditional software projects or digital transformation projects. It's not overnight success, but if you want to make it sustainably, this is how most probably it's going to look like. And here we also make several points that what will be important in these projects is your ability or capability to invest into improving the models, because again, accuracy obviously is the part of the variable, and the volume. So basically, if you are not ready to automate or augment a lot of work, you will just reach your break-even point and your desired ROI point much later. So those are the several resources we recommend you checking out. Here we're making a quick overview, and let us know what questions do you have. Do you want to dive deeper into unit economics formula, into the ROI curves, into more specific use cases, into maybe different use cases? Maybe you want to talk about chatbots, personalization, whatever it is. And let's review them in our next meetings. Thank you, and bye-bye.